Greetings, Kindred. I am Voivode Maquette, and welcome back to our World of Darkness and another episode of Level by Level, where we are going over the Protean discipline in this playlist. And today we're going over the Level 2 gift of Feral Weapons. This is an updated version of the Wolf Claws power, or the Feral Claws power. I like this one because it gives you options depending on what your playstyle is. Are you trying to bite? Are you trying to kickbox? In the old version, it was just claws. It was hands and feet, and that was it. But this one allows you to personalize your use of this power given on who your character is. You could grow that claw to do the damage that you need. Or perhaps you're playing a minister who decides to give themselves snake fangs for a heightened intimidation and bite boost in your combat situations. The book states, the vampire can extend their natural weapons to monstrous proportions. This usually takes the form of fingernails, extending into wicked talons, but also come in other forms, such as fangs elongating into veritable daggers as forms of a gigantic serpent. Good examples. It really is. However, you could also consider at storyteller discretion if your Tzimisce has bone spurs or something on their back, or possibly on their elbows. You could allow the players to elongate them into more damage-dealing items. The cost is 1 rouse check. You do need to reallocate your blood and tempt that beast to get this power to do exactly what you want it to. The system states, no roll is needed to activate this power. When activated, the vampire adds a +2 modifier to their brawl damage and causes aggravated health damage to mortals. Superficial damage inflicted from feral weapons is not halved. So, unlike other systems of Vampire the Masquerade, when you're activating feral weapons, it doesn't just do ag across the board. It does aggravated damage to humans. You get a +2 modifier to all brawl damage, which that's always been a thing, really. You've always, in older versions of like the LARP system, you could always bid sharp when you were activating this discipline. But when you're fighting another vampire, it is superficial damage, but it's not halved superficial damage. If you roll your dice and your margin of win is 4, they're not taking 2 damage. They're taking the full 4 damage when it comes to that. I kind of like this, but I also I have the mindset of supernatural claw and tooth does aggravated damage. So I don't know. I guess it's not that big of a deal due to the fact that it's still able to be a harsher level of damage, but they can still heal it without an issue. The duration is 1 scene. So this is the first level of Protean where it's not just passive, that it's not just active as long as you want it to be, that this is something where eventually your claws are just going to decide to recede. Your fangs are going to go back where they came from. Whatever body modifications you have done are going to correct themselves by themselves when the scene ends. I am Voivode Maquette, and this is our World of Darkness, and I'm asking you in this level by level overview of the feral weapons discipline for Protean, what non-claw or tooth variant of this power have you used? Has your storyteller ever given you something that made you just scratch your head and go, wow, that's a good use? Have your players ever surprised you with their uses of this power? Let me know in the comments below. Class dismissed.